Hello everybody and welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. I'm INSANEBRIT and this is the Champions League group stages of 2017, Chelsea versus Roma. We are away to Roma. And next week or later on in the week or Saturday, Sunday, we've got Manchester United, so I'll be doing that simulation as well. I think this is Tuesday's game actually. So this should be very, very interesting to strengthen our grip. This is based on the last week's domestic games. I did see the Bournemouth game. Not the best game, to be honest with you. Nenengolian is his name. I've got to get that pronunciation right. Nenengolian. That's a cool tattoo. Jesus Christ, I must have killed. Damn, look at the detail in that. I've never seen that before. That's pretty cool. So yeah, names will be an issue, as of course they always are. But let's have a look at the Roma lineup. Alisson in goal. Fazio, a former Tottenham boy, who's doing really well right now. Dzeko starts up top with Strootman and Peretti on the left side. De Rossi makes a return to the midfield as well. Kolarov, next Man City. And Dzeko, who did the damage to us, a few weeks ago. Did we lose that game? I can't remember. In real life, anyway. Chelsea squad, Courses in goal. Moses returns, apparently. David Luiz, Cahill, Alonso, Morata, Kante, Bayaku, Hazard, and Pedro. Cahill didn't actually play the last match for Bournemouth. I assume maybe they arrested him for this. I don't know. Rudiger took his place. So it's Chelsea, as it were, you know what I mean, from the past few previous games. We never really changed too much in the lineups, maybe Fabregas and William starting. William, no doubt, is probably on the bench, along with Fabregas and Batshuayi. I've got a feeling, based on the situation with Batshuayi, if you don't start producing by January, or at least at the end of the year, he's going to be sold. Because whenever Morata isn't playing, we just don't do as well. He's supposed to be putting in goals in the back of the net, and he doesn't do his job. I mean, that's my speculation at this point in time anyway. So make what you want of it. So we kick it off here. Chelsea starting brightly, going straight away and has been tackled, and we're going to get an early yellow card here. Oh dear God, I hope he ain't injured. We've just started the game. Nenengolian, whatever, has been booked straight away. Please don't go off straight away, Hazard. Oh, look at that, crunched his leg. Even if it was an attempt for the ball, we got none of it. Free kick to Chelsea, David Luiz to take. The past few games have been really entertaining. I found them to be anyway. Luiz clips it in. Fazio of the block. I think it's an offside call. There was talk of Conte losing his job, which is absolutely fundamentally ridiculous, considering the fact the man has learned a new language in the first year and won a league in the first year. I thought it would take at least 2 years. The first year I wanted to get in top 4. They've done pretty well. Nengolia now on the ball. De Rossi, Dzeko, back to De Rossi. Bayaku dispossesses. Pedro clips it into that right wing now. It's Eden Hazard taking on Alisson, 1-on-1. Oh, Alisson with the stop. With the Roma back four closing him down, or closing on in. Good early strike, testing the keeper. Forced the keeper to make a save. Corner to Chelsea. Clearance there from Federici, I believe that was. I'm getting the pronunciation wrong. Dzeko on the ball now. Chelsea getting back. Nengolia hands it to Strootman. Florenzi. Peretti. Oh, loses out to Kante. But apparently is coming back from injury, apparently. Bayaku now. Hands it to Pedro. Morata. Clips it into the left wing now. Is that Alonso on the ball? Yes, it is. Alonso cuts inside, tries to put it across goal, doesn't go nowhere. I think that was Perez. Clears. Florenzi, tackled by Cahill. Nice back heel. Bayaku. Gives it to Kante now. Looking to pick a pass. He gets robbed by Strootman now. Strootman waiting for support. And he gets it. Nice 1-2. Back to Dzeko now. Azpilicueta intercepts. And Chelsea soak up the pressure. And go again. So it's a lively game like the previous one. Quick passing, quick tempo. Which is positive. I always say that about Chelsea. You need to up the tempo a lot. Quicker passing. And they don't do it all the time. So they've got to be told. Like they've got to be reminded, you know. So it's nice to see this in the early stages. Hazard on that right wing, loses out, giving it back to possession to Roma now. Florenzi. Here come Roma again. Oh, he lost the ball there. Dzeko on the ball now. Holding up play. Strootman. And there's some kind of cross. Goalkeeper comes out and just cleared it. Better safe than sorry. And there's an awkward cross. Cahill with the interception, luckily. Chelsea just seems to be hoofing it up. Route 1. Trying to get it to a winger or a striker. Dzeko now. He was in a decent position. Lost that opportunity. Maybe should have taken a strike early on. And there's a cross in again. And Roma with that second cross. Just testing the waters. Trying to do things. It's not come off for them just yet. Moreta passes to the left wing. Pedro trying to hold him off. He doesn't do too well. And there's another big clip into that left wing. Moses with the interception this time. No one really getting any decent chances. Maybe Chelsea in the early stages with that shot from Hazard. But other than that, nothing's come off. And testing the keeper wise, you know. Only chances have been few and far between in about 20 minutes, call it. Robbed by Bayaku there. There's a trick or two. Moreta on the ball. Waits for support. Waiting for people to overlap him. Takes it on. No, he doesn't. Gives it to Hazard now. And the Roma defence clears up now. Alonso still in possession though. Kante driving into the box. And it gets cleared. And this time Florenzi has got the ball now. He gives it to Dzeko. Roma on the break. Strootman. There's the cross. And no one's in the box. Azpilicueta clears it dramatically. Fazio. Roma come again. Strootman. Having to drag the back four wide as it were. And Courtois once again just gathers up nicely. No real pressure on the ball. Surrounded by Chelsea players. Bayaku now sets Moreta on his way. Take it down the left wing. Cuts inside. Waits for support and gives it away. A decent opportunity there. Should have done so much more. Be disappointed with that. Dzeko now on the ball. And again, Chelsea with such a good, strong defence. Just soaking up the pressure once more. Back in possession now. Pedro. Cuts inside. Takes him on. Loses out. Alonso now gives it to Pedro. De Rossi intercepts this time. It's like running into a brick wall on each side, you know. Something's got to give on one of these ends. Oh, Dzeko taking off the ball there. Considering how much strength he has. Bayaku. Florenzi. 29 minutes gone now. De Rossi waiting to pick a killer pass. He does. To Perotti, sorry. Perotti? I think that's his name. I've rarely seen him on the ball. Ooh. They need to get more of him on the ball, I think. A clearance there from, I think that was Azpilicueta. Back to Perotti now. He's going to try and get the cross in. Oh, Moses intercept this time. Chelsea working their magic. Another great ball in there to the left wing. He passes it through and it's gone nowhere. Alisson gathers up. A nice bit of movement from Chelsea, but it come to nothing in the end. Disappointing. Not even getting a guy on the end of that to hit the ball, just to test the keeper. Oh, there's a foul there given. I don't know who's had the ball. It's been bouncing back here and there. It's given to Chelsea. So many players have had the ball in that midfield area, but I'm losing track of who's getting fouled and what was happening. Who's switching sides so often. Free kick to Chelsea. Luiz takes it. Interception there. It's gone nowhere once more. And again, Chelsea's defence just so strong. Pedro goes on the right wing, switches the play. Moses intercepts it. Going to get a cross in, is he? Is he going to cut inside? And Kante in possession now. Gives it to Hazard. What can he do with it? Moreta. Bayaku. Back to Moreta. Hazard. Oh, and he's barged off the ball there. I don't know who that was by, but if Chelsea had been dispossessed there, they would have been massively disappointed. They could have done so much with that. Peretti now been robbed of the ball by Moses. Here come Chelsea again. This time Kolarov cutting it out. Strootman back on the ball. It's been a very lively half, all half. You know, none of this has slowed down really. Cahill. Bayaku hands it to Pedro now. Hazard. Passing is fluid with Chelsea. But what are they going to do with it? That's the important part. There's no end product here. Moses now. Is he going to get a cross in? No, he cuts inside. Tries to get the cross in. And was tackled there. And Alisson gathers up nicely and clears. .43 gone. Cahill with the tackle in midfield almost. Bayaku. Given away there. Perez, I believe that was. Perez. Zeko. Kolarov now overlapping, hands it to Zeko now. He's inside the box, tries to cut inside. And Chelsea again, Luiz cut him out there, just soaking up the pressure. And defended quite well. It's been a tale of just possession in the middle of the park, back and forth. No one really Roma have created lots of chances. Chelsea a few far between, but they've had really good movement, but they've done nothing with it. And Chelsea need to test the goalkeeper a lot more. You know, make something happen to force it through. Maybe in the second half people will be tired. Maybe substitutions will be made. Or maybe Fabregas will come on to unlock that pack 4 or 5. You could argue of Roma. So as it were, in the first half, Kolarov now dispossesses Hazard. Pedretti now gives it to Zeko on the left wing. He crosses into the centre now. Lots of time and space for Florenzi, and it's gone nowhere. Should have done a lot better. Maybe calmed it down and take a shot, but maybe he was panicked. He was where he was. Didn't have much time to do that. Much easier to watch from a distance and say what somebody should have done, but in that moment, you know, people panic. There seems to be more of the first half in the second half, with no signs of slowing down, as it were. Chelsea again back into possession, coming forward. Moreta, it's gone nowhere. It's been Moreta's been isolated up there, not getting the ball too much, or not being able to do much with it when he has got the ball. Luiz, once again, both showing strong signs of defensive work here. Not been the best for taking shots in this game thus far. Kolarov again. Zeko now. Surrounded by Chelsea players. Loses possession. Neither striker can seem to get a break, it would feel. Pedretti with a good tackle there. Throw on to Chelsea, I believe. A substitution being made, and Batshuayi is coming on for Morata. Okay. So we've got our first change of the game. Whether that's going to be a positive for Chelsea, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Moses. Cuts inside. Loses out. Fazio. Kolarov. Gives it back to De Rossi. So the shots and everything has not been great. There's been moments, but no one's been clinical, so it's not been the most entertaining of games right now. Florence now cuts inside, and he's surrounded by Chelsea once more. Once again, Chelsea soak up the pressure and try to hit them on the break now. Alonso. Hazard. Alonso again. Oh, he's done brilliantly there. He's in the box. No one dares touch him. Hazard! And there's a goal out of nowhere! That was brilliant. Good movement from Alonso. I can't believe that. It was such a... I was expecting like a killer pass to happen. It didn't really happen. It was just like he walked into that box and managed to give it to Hazard, and Hazard finished. I'm surprised it weren't offside call. Hazard with the goal. I think he scored last game as well. I'm unsure about that right now. Look at that. Alonso did all the work, lost his marker, got in a cheeky pass, and Hazard just turned and finished. Out of nowhere, really. Nothing really beautiful about it as such. It was just, he hit it, tested the keeper, and it went in. So Chelsea have been the more clinical thus far, with few chances either side anyway, so... Or clear-cut chances, you could argue. By the first half, I wasn't too sure how this game was going to go in general. Roma on the back foot now. Pedretti. Moses beats him to it. Dispossesses him. And a throw on to Roma. Couldn't keep it in. Got to be wondering what... Roma will be wondering what to do now. Who to bring on. Now it's picking up the pace of their passing. Pedretti now. De Rossi. Bayaku again, just possessing. So this is going to make Roma have to come forward, opening up more space behind Roma's back four, you could argue. And Bayaku breaking forward down the right wing now. He's going to have to get across in. I'm sure he will. He does. Gives it to Batshuayi now. Batshuayi with a turn. And he takes a strike, and Alisson with a save. That's about the second decent chance that they've had. Shoutout is coming on for Perotti on that left side. And Bayaku is coming off for Fabregas. So they're trying to get that killer pass, as it were, to open up, like I said, in the first half. And Alisson gathers up nicely that corner. Chelsea never take good corners here. We suck. Shoutout on the ball for the first time now. Oh, Moses. Naughty. It's going to be a book in there. There's no doubt about that. It's going to be a yellow card. I don't know if you can argue that's frustration, considering the fact that we are winning. And Sharawi's just come on. So it's not like he's been beating them all night or anything. Look at that. No attempt. Well, if there wasn't an attempt for the ball, we didn't get none of it. That's for damn sure. Roma with a free kick now. 1-0 to Chelsea. 65 minutes gone. There's the clip in there. Headed on. Sharawi now. Cross goal. And I think that's offside. I think it is. The substitution being made then. Pellegrini is coming on for Strootman, so in the midfield area. And Chelsea have also made a substitution. Zap Costa for Alonso. Zap Costa is now going to be on the left wing. Considering all that Alonso did to make the goal, I'm surprised he's coming off. He ain't done that really wrong. If anything, it's only because of him we've got the goal. But whatever, see what happens here. Chelsea seems to be moving at a pace now. Still, Kante. Batshuayi. Oh yeah, good ball to Batshuayi. has to switch sides, I think, isn't he? Batshuayi now running into the box now. It seems to have opened up a little bit more. This game over the last 10 minutes has gotten a little bit more open for Chelsea. They're getting into better positions. Look at Alisson, 25 years of age. He's 6th save in the game. Corner to Chelsea now. Pedro. What are they going to do with it this time? And Batshuayi goes up for it. Loses out. But Chelsea's still in possession now. Azpilicueta now. And it's back to Roma. They got a throw on. Takes it quickly. Fazio. Pellegrini. Down that left wing now. Pellegrini. They're only 1-0 up, so anything could change here. And then Gorlian now. Oh, gives it away. And Zap Costa now. Fabregas on the ball for the first time, hands it to Batshuayi. Good movement from Batshuayi there, dodging one, loses out to the second. Roma back in possession now. And Fabregas this time intercepts. Chelsea can take their time, waste time. Soak up the pressure, hit them on the break like they often do sometimes. Now they're 1-0 up. Kante now being the driving force in the midfield, bursting forward, dodges one man. Oh, he's done really well in this midfield. Will he take it on by himself? He seems to be in the box. Oh, he loses out. Maybe he should have passed it or taken an early shot. And Gorlian now, Zeko. Azpilicueta dispossesses, back in possession of Chelsea. Fabregas passes to Pedro. Pedro cuts inside to Rossi with a fantastic tackle there. David Luiz once again cuts it out. The strength of his Chelsea squad is absolutely amazing. Moving the ball a little bit faster now. Batshuayi now. Waits for support. Hands it to the left wing. Gives it to Azpilicueta. No, Zap Costa. Sorry, my bad. Back to Batshuayi. And there's a strike there. I think that was from Fabregas. I'm unsure. I didn't catch that. As soon as he got it, he just hit it. Pellegrini now. This has been a really entertaining game, like in the second half, especially since these substitutions come on. Better for Chelsea overall, not just with the goal, but with the opportunities that they're getting. Pires now. Florenzi now. The cross in. Shawari with the header, testing our keeper, but it weren't powerful enough to do anything. 10 minutes to go now. Chelsea winning 1-0. Kante. Batshuayi now. Loses out. Another substitution. Daryl coming on for Zeko. And Fazio, the centre-back, is injured for Roma now. Luckily, it's nearly over for them in that respect. Batshuayi. Moses. There's a ton of open space there. Look at that. Pedro, it's open. What are you doing, Batshuayi? What are you doing? You should have just turned and hit that. Are you kidding me? A good bit of football there. Just totally ruined by Batshuayi. What the hell were you doing? Daryl now on the ball for the first time. Hands it to Florenzi. Zap Costa now intercepts. Chelsea have just gotten stronger as the second half has gone on. And, it just feels that Roma have crumbled in a way. To a point. I don't know, but I just feel like Chelsea have had the better of the opportunities. Not closing Chelsea down enough for my liking. When they've had the opportunity. Again, cutting them out like that. Chelsea come forward once more. Fazio now, the intercept. He's been instrumental in this game, Fazio, at times. Again, Cahill cutting out this time. Pellegrini now. Hands it to De Rossi. Shawari now with the crossing in. Cahill again. Shawari back on the ball. Pellegrini. De Rossi. Goes for a cross. Blocked off by Moses. Hazard on the ball now. Oh, loses out there. No, he's still got possession. And that's going to be the 90th minute there. We're just waiting for the whistle, essentially. Sepp Costa on the ball now. Still going for goals now. He's going to get the cross in, surely. He does. It's for Pedro. Pedro should have done a lot more. Should have done a hell of a lot better there. I'm disappointed in that. That could have been a second goal there. And that's about it, I think it is, guys. Yes, it is. That is the end of the game. Not the most of entertaining games. Lack of chances here and there. Only few and far between for my liking. Opened up and got better in the second half, especially for Chelsea. Man of the match for me. I'm going to give it to Eden Hazard. Was scoring the goal, and he was all over the place at the best of times here and there. I might have given it to Alonso just for that brilliant movement that he did in the box before he got the pass off, but he came off, and remember Hazard did score the goal as well. So yeah, I wasn't very impressed with this game. I think, you know, more or less a draw or 1-0 win would just be satisfactory based on the fact our position at this particular point in time. Batshuayi was doing quite well, and you know, a space opened up and there was a bit more freedom of movement there in the box for him. Didn't do enough, especially with that beautiful piece of football that Chelsea played into him, and he didn't do nothing with it. I'm really annoyed at that. I still personally do think that Batshuayi, unless he pulls his socks up this season, I think that we will be looking for a second striker in January, or we will be, especially in the summer, because, you know, if Morata gets injured and Batshuayi has to do a job and he doesn't do it, then, you know, that's, you know, you're paid to score goals. So I think if he don't move on through transfer, I think he'll be loaned out, and if that don't work, he'll just be left to rot on the bench when another striker comes on in for him anyway. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for GTA all this week, of course, but also Manchester United simulation is coming up as well, so that's going to be interesting. See how we do on that one. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Links are in the description below if you want your channel shout out on these videos or food review or whatever. You too, you know, just email me. Links in the description below for that as well. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.